Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and I want to talk about the Infinite PHB. The Infinite PHB is the brand new 2024 Core Rulebooks Player's Handbook, and I want to talk today because Game Informer was given an exclusive and a huge, not an uproar, but like a frou for all. Like an uproar, a celebration, a gasp of exclamation from the world happened. And I want to talk about it today, but I also want to be careful as I'm talking about it, because I did want to say thank you to you guys. The channel's been doing great. I'm really just so excited about the growth of the channel. And the channel really is growing faster and better than any point in the channel's history. And I just really want to, and part of that are the shorts, right? So the shorts, people really engage with the shorts. They watch the shorts. YouTube gives me some, sends it to people it doesn't normally send the regular length ones to. And I'm trying to build a model where you can listen to everything and not hear repeats. So I don't know if you guys know that, but I've been trying to not repeat myself in the shorts with what I say in the long. And it can be tricky because I get really excited and I want to just say I want to blurt everything out in my long form videos. But I really have a growing community of people who love the shorts, and it's hard to say, how those overlap. But I really want to. I want to give you guys the best experience that I can, and so I'm trying not to duplicate my content. All right, so just wanted to be aware of that. So I'm going to try to just talk about the things that I'm not going to cover in shorts. And if you listen to my long form, please listen to my short form. And also, just a quick channel reminder: I have apples bananas levels of playlists. I have really very thorough playlists, and they're organized really well. It's hard to tell how many people use the playlists or really watch my playlist, but understand that there are playlists. All right, so check those out, and the link's below for the playlists. All right, so let's talk about this. So first of all, what I want to talk about in this video is the excitement that the cover art. It's more than the cover art, though. So let's talk about this. So I want to talk about Game Informer, and I want to, in this video, let's talk about Game Informer first. This went to Game Informer, okay? You're like, the Game Informer magazine, right? And that's a big deal because that means it's going to go out in a printed magazine. Now, I am aware of Game Informer, and the reason why is several people I love really enjoy video games, and those people are connected to GameStop, and GameStop has this magazine, Game Informer, which is still coming out to this day, right? Like, Game Informer is actually still printed as a real magazine. And get this, this no longer happens in tabletop role-playing games. There are no tabletop role-playing game magazines that come out every few months, right? Sometimes somebody gets excited and it happens for 6 months and then it disappears. But Game Informer's been printed for a long time and is still being printed, right? Fairly sure that's true. Please correct me if I'm wrong there. But they got this huge exclusive, and they were able to show the 2024 Core Rulebooks Player's Handbook cover, right, by Tyler Jacobson. And here, so let's talk. So Game Informer, big deal. They're still printing as a real magazine. And I think Dungeons and Dragons was like, we want the big. We want the now, right? We want the fresh, which is print, right? And you're like, wait, Scott, print is old, right? And you're like, no. Because it's so hard, if you can get printed in a magazine, that's why, variety matters. That's why, like, there's this one magazine that always gets like exclusive entertainment. I think it's called Entertainment. I think it's just called Entertainment, but it gets these big exclusives, and they bring in like, multi-million-dollar like photo journalists, and they get exclusives, and they actually print. So print is actually now, because it's so hard to print has become this incredibly valuable filter, right? And so they wanted this printed. They wanted there to be a record, right? Not just plop it out on 1,500 websites, right? That doesn't matter, right? Because it's done every day and it's just a pancake on the stack, right? And so I thought that was really important. But it's also important to understand that when you want huge, major multinational coverage, right? Like the old school way, right? Through magazines, only the video game industry can do it, because literally Dragon Magazine doesn't even exist anymore. It's gone. That's astounding. That is truly astounding, right? And to be clear, everything that used to go on to Dragon Magazine, not everything, a good portion of it, it's all on D&D Beyond as the daily updates, right? Very interesting. So I found this fascinating. So I really found it fascinating that D&D really wanted a magazine release for their PHB cover. And also, man, oh man, people are responding in mass. It is incredible how people are spending. And I think these books are going to be highly sought after. Highly sought after. I cannot wait. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I hear your humble opinion, when you get down there in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and a fetch millennial.